Today I have to film a TikTok video, and it's because I took something for free. Do you remember the video I made last week talking about the TikTok thing that I was sent and what I was actually going to use it for? Well, today I'm actually going to be filming the branded content part of that, the whole reason that they sent the thing over. If I'm being completely candid with you, I might try the dual monitor setup thing. I've just never been much of a dual monitor guy, and I like this setup a lot. Like, I like being able to just have an overhead shooting rig that's super flexible, and I like the idea of having like that guy on its own kind of like little mounted arm thing. But never say never, so I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give the dual monitor thing a shot, I think. Now, like I said, I have to actually get all of this stuff off here, and I gotta mount the actual, like, is it just a monitor thing? I keep wanting to call it like a monopod or bipod. I have to mount the contraption right here. This is one of those things where, like, the more I think about it, I don't want to do it, but I've already, like, kind of. I'm just not gonna think about it, and I'm gonna do it. The nice thing about having a simplistic setup is doing stuff like this is not that difficult, mostly just because well, there's just not a lot of cables to deal with. All right, I just did the thumbnail for the video I'm making today. I've been trying to have like more crooked kind of content, mostly because I want it to feel less produced. And in my mind, when people hold things like crooked, or it immediately tells me that the person doesn't know how to use a camera, and they're just trying to capture a moment that, it tells me one of two things. One, it tells me they don't know what they're doing, and it's just going to be a terrible video, and that kind of makes me want to watch. Or two, it tells me that this person has no idea what they're doing with the camera, but they just want to share something, and they think it's interesting enough to share despite their lack of abilities, and that makes me want to watch. So I might be thinking too much into that, but all right, I have the desk cleared off. That actually took no time at all. Now it's not really the hard part. It's just the next phase, I guess. I have to get this guy. Out of here. Doing all of this while I'm filming a YouTube video is proving to be a little more challenging. It's not impossible. It's just I'm like making two videos at the same time, and with my headspace, I'm just really having to be careful to, like, it's hard to compartmentalize because TikTok videos and YouTube videos are very, very different. They require different skill sets. Don't get me wrong, I'm no TikTok genius. I'm just doing the best with what I have. Don't tell anybody this, but I personally think I like YouTube much, much better than TikTok. I like the maturity that YouTube has, at least the content that I watch on YouTube. And not saying that TikTok doesn't have that. It's the vertical thing for me, honestly. To me, TikTok still falls into the lane of like Instagram or like just being on your phone, and YouTube is more of like, it's like a creator-based Netflix for me, if that makes sense. Like I said in the last video, this TikTok thing, they actually sent me like a script and everything, so it should be, the filming of the actual TikTok video should be pretty easy. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have the script pulled up, make sure I hit all the bullet points after I shoot the A-roll. Like, I'll do like a talking head, or like not really a talking head, just I guess a narrative type of thing. That way I make sure that I hit everything that I'm supposed to hit with the script. And before I do all that, taking that a step like further, or backing up even further, I'm going to look at what other people have done and what's been successful, and kind of get inspiration from that, because I don't really know, I'm not really in this kind of niche of computer monitor, dual monitor gaming setup. And because of that, I could use all the help I could get. One of the really convenient things about having a standing desk that nobody tells you is whenever you need to like work on something or like build something or like take a box, it makes it really convenient. Yep, these are the right mounts. I was a little worried. Again, this is probably speaking to my lack of experience, but I was worried that the back bolts right here wouldn't line up with the what is this thing actually called? I need to figure that out. It's called the dual monitor arm script. That's what it's called. You know, this is actually it's kind of growing on me if I'm being completely honest. Okay, so now I have everything mounted. Now I just have to figure out what I'm actually going to say and how I'm going to make the video. All right, I've watched a couple of videos, and like I said, it's completely different than what YouTube is. Honestly, I might not even use this microphone. I might just use my iPhone microphone, and I'm shooting the entire thing on my iPhone. Typically with this kind of stuff, I found that it kind of works better if you shoot it with the iPhone. It's just sad. These things are pretty cool, I will say that. Like, if I was a dual monitor guy, or honestly, if our iMac was able to be compatible with this, I would totally consider it, because it really does make things a lot easier. But what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with a couple static shots with the actual video. And for that, I need to grab something. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. I need to grab this little tripod that actually a company sent me and I made a video on, and it's great. It's a tall little iPhone tripod. We had other ones, but this one's just nice because it's dedicated solely for an iPhone. So for this first shot, I want it to be angled kind of upward-ish to get both monitors in the screen, and that way it gives you like an establishing shot. It shows you what's going on, what this video is actually about. For me, I appreciate like a solid, really solid, steady, stable establishing shot. That way I'm just like not immediately thrown into craziness. All right, here we go. Shot one. Yeah. It actually isn't what I planned on doing, but I might just do this because, I mean, why not? I might do a push in if I can get it right. I love the iPhone stabilization. I get a third shot, like a third and final shot of like the actual like monitors mounted. And I think I might do it on this side since I had one on that side, one direct, and then one on this side. That way, just gives you like a full picture quickly of like the actual monitor system. And with this one, I might tilt the monitor vertically just to show that it can actually do that. And then I'll get into like back behind the actual monitor setup. All right, now I'm gonna get a third and final shot. I think I might make this one to where you can like make it'll just display like these can go vertical, because that was a talking point that they highlighted in the script. So having a visual representation of that probably is a good thing. Cool, I think that worked. Let me review it real quick. A lot of the stuff is just like really quick, and not like overthinking it too much. And that's a longer clip too. They also said like having between 20 and 40 seconds is ideal. So that's what I'm trying to stick to. And I'm trying to have more than enough B-roll so that I can, I don't have to like reshoot things after the fact. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to have a couple of handheld shots just to like mix it up and make it not feel so static and kind of boring. And that's going to display like the cable management and stuff back behind there. Yeah. I just did the behind, like the actual monitor. I didn't get any footage of it on here because I forgot, but here are those clips. Cable management is a breeze. Look at that. These arms have been tested over 20,000 times. I also had to switch to this guy because I needed better audio. The audio in here is not the best, and with this it helps make it better. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the final little thing where I just talk about like the size that it can mount up to, which is 32 inches. I just have to figure out an interesting angle to do that. What I think I might do is I may just do the handheld shot back here, something like that, to where I can actually see. And this can mount up to a 32-inch TV. I put a link right here if you want to check them out for yourself. That was no good. I'm gonna have to redo that. And these come out up to 32-inch monitors. I put a link right here. You better check them out before they run out. All right, now I just have to do the actual voiceover for the front half because I ended up talking during the video or while I was shooting for the back half. And there are a couple of talking points that I have to really make sure I hit. These are the viral dual arm monitor mounts on TikTok Shop. The assembly was so easy and a breeze. All right, I just finished posting the video. I had to do something else I had to make a Spark code and send that to the company so that they can use the video for like advertising and everything else. But other than that, I'm just waiting for the post to be reviewed and then finalized. That's what this screen looks like. And that's pretty much it. It's not super difficult. Just a couple extra steps to honestly just posting on for a normal thing. The only thing with this TikTok kind of stuff is I'm finding that you don't have as much creative freedom, which it's fine. If I can get stuff like that I can like jerry rig and make my own shooting rig, then that's okay. Now I have to tear all that down and put it back. I'm gonna put the other monitor back. We don't really need two monitors. There's too much going on, and I really want the overhead shooting rig. These are the viral dual arm monitor mounts on TikTok Shop. You can put your monitor pretty much in any position that you could ever imagine. You can even change it to vertical orientation pretty easily. The assembly took all of 10 minutes. Cable management is a breeze. Look at that. These arms have been tested over 20,000 times. And these come out up to 32-inch monitors. I'll put a link down here. You better check them out before they run out of them.